Hi, this is Dylan, and welcome to Rumic World's review of a brand new toy, Figma Lum. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Figma, these are some of the best quality toys on the market right now. They're from Japan. And let's start by looking at Lum's box. The design of the box itself is based on the background of Lum No Love song, which is very cool. And so you have the Figma window, you can see Lum inside. She is figure number 63 in the Figma line. And I should mention that Kagome Higurashi from Inuyasha is going to be figure number 65, and she should be out at the end of April, and we'll have a review of her too. On the side, you can see Lum in another pose. And then, of course, on the back, you can see her in numerous poses. So let's get started, shall we? We will open her up and see what we've got. Okay, so let's get Lum out of her box here. And I should mention that the box itself has a background. This background, as you can see, is a star to resemble the Lum No Love song stars. And you can actually cut this out along these tabbed lines here and use this with a D stage, which is sort of a figure stage that Figma also produces. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. Okay, so that's the D stage. Now let's get to the figure herself. She's packaged very well. Let's remove all the paper from her. And you can see Lum herself. And we'll take another look at her in just a second. But first, let's look at the accessories. She has her trademark lightning bolt, so that you can get her nice and angry. And of course, she comes with her little cousin, Gelatin, better known as Tien. And he is very much in scale with her, which is great. Now, one of the trademarks of the Figma line are the different faces that they come with. And I'll walk you through that in a second about how to change her emotions, rather. Here is Lum's angry face, yelling at Ataru, no doubt. And here is everybody's favorite, kind, gentle Lum, looking a bit wistful, mysterious, maybe. Alright. And then Figma also comes with some other cool things. This is the Figma stand for Lum, so that she can be stood up easily. And to make her stand up even better, she comes with this Figma stand that plugs into the base, and you can simulate all sorts of different poses with this. This is really, really great, and I'll show you how that works in a little bit. And as you can see, it's jointed so that you can do lots of different poses with her. Very cool. Another thing that's unique to Lum, that's different from other Figmas, is this additional stand for Tien. And we'll take a look at that too. It hooks on to Lum's stand so that he can sort of fly around her, which is a nice touch. Now, in addition to the changeable faces that Lum has, she also has plenty and plenty of optional hands, which is sort of customary for all Figma toys. And what's really cool is that it comes with the rack itself, so you don't have to worry about losing all these small parts. You just plug them right in, and it's a nice little storage space. Speaking of storage, each Figma figure comes with a resealable plastic bag, which is great because when you're not displaying Lum, she needs somewhere to go with all her stuff, And then you can use a marker and write Lum on it so you can keep it separate from all your other Figma figures. And it's got a hole cut into it so that you can hang it up into storage very, very easily. These are great. It's these little details that make Figma a really, really great toy line. Okay, so here is Lum all plugged into her Figma base and Figma stand, and you can see that this really kind of simulates the appearance of her floating in the air, sort of the trademark of the series. That's what the stand is really, really cool for. You can do all these different poses, and with 10 it really creates this sort of sense of height and in the air. This is great. But let's show you the figure herself. Take her out of her stand. Now let's look at some of her range of posabilities. Her ankles have joints in them, and they can move up and down. Of course, there you go. Of course, her knees have joints too. Can move back and forth. Her thighs can spread out, and of course, then move forward and back. And let's see, her wrists move back and forth, which is great, and they spin as well. So you can do pretty much anything you want with those. Very cool. Her shoulder joints move back and forth, oops, as well as in and out, and her elbows do as well, in and out. Additionally, her neck can move from side to side and up and down. And the strands of her hair, I should say, are soft plastic, so they're not going to get in the way of the range of movement. You're going to have complete range of movement with that. Okay, now, as I mentioned before, you can change your Figma's emotions, and let me show you how that works. What you do is you pull off the front of her hair, and Lum's face came off with it. See, they're two separate pieces. Now, choose what face you want. I'm going to go with Lum's angry face. And you move that into position. There it goes. Plugs right in. Then you replace the front of her hair. And voila, you have an angry Lum. Now, let me show you how her hand works. You simply pull it out, and it's a smooth joint, so it fits in snugly, but you don't have to worry about any sort of excess plastic breaking or anything. And we will slide her lightning bolt on first around her wrist, and then replace the hand with her pointing hand. And so you can simulate the look of her blasting Ataru. Very cool. I can't recommend these Figma toys enough. They are so, so cool. Posability alone is great, but the sculpt is very accurate to the series as well. I think it looks more like Takahashi's original designs rather than the anime, which I prefer. There you go. She can stand by herself. You just get such a great amount of detail. Her bikini, her boots, horns, everything is great. The faces are really cute, really accurate. And if you're not into Takahashi, there's tons of other characters in the Figma line. K-On!, Fate Stay Night, Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, and of course, coming at the end of April 2010, Kagome Higurashi from Inuyasha, and you can believe that we will definitely be taking a look at her as well.